Okay, so I guess I'm gonna try to figure out, okay, why is this so much bigger than it needs to be? It's like way bigger than the PDF. Let's see if we can figure that out. Inspect. Inspector. So this, what exactly is that? That. And down here, so that covers the whole thing. Okay. We got page canvas container, then we got PDF page wrapper. Canvas is that big. How big is the SVG? It does not have a size. Also, it appears to be like right in the middle. That's weird. Why is it that size? Canvas is there. Okay. And relative display inline block width 1224. Does that change when I do this? It does not. Hi! Hold on a sec. Alright, I don't remember what I was doing, but let's see if I can figure it out. I don't know why that's so tall. I want to figure that out. Let's see if we can figure that out. Why is that so tall? So that's the canvas. And then the SVG is there. So then the thing that surrounds the whole thing, this div here, is that? Yeah, okay. So why is that div so tall? So class page canvas container. Where does it get that height from? Page canvas container. I don't know. This looks like it might be about half. No. It's a little bit less. Okay, so the PDF takes up a little bit less than half of the total height. I don't know what's going on there. Let's see if we can figure it out with AI. Let's see. app.cljs is added. I just reset, so I should be good. Okay. Reset. Add. I have definitely changed this file since I added it before, so I'm gonna re-add it. So I want to know, why is this div? Why is the div with class page canvas container, page canvas container, from the component page section component so tall. It is around twice as tall as it needs to be to have to show to contain the PDF canvas. I wonder if I'll get a good answer. The issue is in page component. It sets the wrapper height to the scaled viewport height. Okay. But then PDF canvas renders a canvas whose height is also that big. Here, viewport is obtained with scale 1. Okay. What would happen? So the canvas itself is the correct size, but the problem is the wrapper div in page component is sized to the scaled viewport height. Then the SVG overlay is positioned to absolute on top of it, but the SVG has no explicit, so it takes up its own space in the flow, in addition to the canvas, roughly doubling the height of the container. Fix is to give the SVG explicit height, width and height matching the canvas, so it sits purely within the absolute. Okay. So I'm not sure I quite understand. Also, I never really understood why the scale is set to 2 here, because it seems like when I do this, it scales up and down, so why am I setting it to scale 2? I don't know. Let's scale to this is here, page component scale 1, 1. Let's see what happens if I do that. Is that the only place where scale 2 shows up now? Okay. What about just the number 2? There. Okay. Render page with hover. I already knew about that one. Is that a wrap? I think it just wrapped. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so what happens if I change that to a 1? Let's find out. Oh. Can I still resize? Yes. Okay, I think that fixed that. Alright, I don't know why then the scale here was set to 2, page component, other than scale 2, other than I was copying what this was, and I don't know why it was set to 2 here. This was mostly done by AI, so. Okay. Let me read this a little more closely. Where am I at? I think that's a good place to stop, and then I'll start here again.